I'd always put on my go and buy 45s, and I'd always, any music I'd play at home, on my record player, I'd air drum to it all the time. I just really loved watching bands, loved watching the chemistry between the musicians and watching how they played, and had a deep interest in the style of whatever music I was watching and how they created that music. And always played a little bit of guitar when I was a kid. I played violin when I was a kid in primary school, a little bit of keyboards, had an ear for music, could sing a little bit, had a bit of a natural talent there. And then when I was 17, I said to my mum and dad, I'm buying a drum kit. I just want to learn to play drums. And they were like, okay, cool. So I went out and bought a cheap-ass $500 kit, don't even know if that brand exists anymore, and taught myself how to play drums. Funny story, I bought the kit and the guy didn't have any drumsticks. So I bought it from him on the Friday night, going to pick it up on the Saturday, and from the Saturday till Monday, I was playing my drum kit with chopsticks, and I broke about 6 of them because I didn't realise how hard I could hit the drums. So I just taught myself how to play, play with just my hands, and eventually brought my feet into it, and then learnt that over time. Then I had a much more vested interest in learning. So then all my lessons, I've never had a formal lesson in music. I've always gone to watch bands or hired videos, DVDs, whatever it is, and watched what they do and then how they created those sounds from a drumming perspective. I used to work with the original bass player from Echoes, and he had seen me playing other bands. I'd seen him playing other bands, and he found me on Facebook one day out of the blue and messaged me and said to me, look, you know, I've seen you play before. Me and a mate are getting a Pink Floyd tribute show together. Seen you drum before. If you're interested in doing a side project, would you like to join up with us? And I was like, okay, no worries. Well, at the time, my band that I was in had stopped, and I was looking into getting to another band, so it was actually very fortuitous. And so I went down there and watched them jam. Being Pink Floyd, I thought, what's this going to be like? And went down there to Danny's house and met Danny, met Mick again for the first time in a few years, and watched them play to some backing tracks and sing, just the two of them, bass and guitar, and was blown away by how good they were. I thought they'd set the bar quite high for Pink Floyd, and then was like, okay, I've got some learning to do. So it was actually really cool, and then I thought, yeah, well, this is interesting. I want to be a part of this. I had Floyd on vinyl, Wish You Were Here and Dark Side, as a fan, but I'd never listened to it with the intent to play it. I remember being a teenager and hiring out the Pompeii, Live in Pompeii VHS back then. I think it was even Beta I got from Video Easy, and watched that and watched these guys playing. It was just such a different style of music. I was brought up on heavy rock, Zeppelin, Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, that type of music, Peter Frampton. That's what I was weaned on from my parents. So to listen to Floyd was a different style of rock, and it really intrigued me because it was so different. My favourite to play is Echoes, because of the changes and how long it is. It's a real challenge to get that right. Probably another favourite to play would be Dogs. I tend to like I like the longer songs because they're more challenging for me to create and then work out how they created that song, and then for me to recreate that in our way. Biggest thing for me with drumming the songs has been to learn how Nick Mason played the songs. All the bands I've been in before this band, I've been in heavier rock bands, all original bands, and they've always been forward on the beat, a lot of noise, a lot of sound, quite pacey, quite fast songs. When I first started playing with Mick and Danny, I was playing like that. I was playing double kicks, I was playing flat out, and actually Mick told me a funny story a couple of weeks after we started jamming. He said that when we first started jamming, Danny would be looking at Mick going, what's he doing? Because I hadn't learnt the Nick Mason style of drumming, and I was playing too fast, I was playing too much, I was playing break beats in between songs instead of playing straight beats. So it was a challenge for me to learn how to play like Nick Mason plays and give the song space. It took me a while, but it's actually made me a better drummer. You're going to see a bunch of top musicians, and I feel very honoured to play with these guys because these are the guys, the best musicians I've played with. They we create Floyd songs as close as possible to the original songs. People that come to watch us can expect to hear the things in the songs that they are not used to hearing, that they wouldn't hear from a pub band playing Floyd songs. This is an actual recreation of Floyd, as close as we can, because we're all fans of Floyd as well, and we want to respect that music. So we try really, really hard to create what you hear on the record. If we come to your town, if we come to your area, please come and see us. We'd love to see you at one of our shows. We've been told by people after the show that they went home and listened to Floyd, put on a DVD or put on an album because they wanted to hear how close we were, because they were so impressed with us. So yeah, please come along and see us. And if you do come along and see us, come up and after the show and say hello, because we'd love to talk to you and speak to our fans. We love to build relationships with our fans, and so we'd love to see you come out.
So you think you could tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you could tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? Did you exchange walk on part in the war for a lead role
Thank you very much. We'll see you again.